Hi students, in this section we are going to see a few other examples on Young's modulus. Now the example is load at the middle of the wire. Let's read the question. A mild steel wire of length 1 meter and cross-sectional area is 0.5 into 10 power minus 2 centimeter square is stretched well within the elastic limit horizontally between two pillars. Let's draw the diagram. Okay. So when it is stretched between two pillars, consider these two are pillars. There is a wire and the length of the wire is given as 1 meter. Length of the wire is 1 meter, and at the middle 100 gram is suspended from the middle point. Calculate the depression in the, okay, if it is 100 gram is connected here, what will happen? Obviously the shape of the wire is going to change. Initially it was like this, straight. Now it is going to bend. The depression will be at the middle, and there is a load in the downward direction. The load is, how much is the load? 100 grams. So I'm just doing as a generalized example. I'm not going to do with the same calculation part. Okay, first consider, let me change the color for these sections. Okay, so let's see this part. Theta, assume theta and theta, tension T1, tension T2. It is in equilibrium, so assume that it has got a depression of y, or you can consider it as a depression x. Okay, initially how much is the length here? L by 2. Total length, initial length is, I am considering L. L is equal to 1 meter. What will be the new length here? It's like a right angle triangle, so it is equal to square root of L square by 4, L square by 4 plus x square, new length. Okay, new length of the section. Okay, let's write force equations. T1 sin theta, let's draw the middle point, upward force, T1 sin theta, T2 sin theta. Upward forces are T1 sin theta and another is T2 sin theta, and there is a downward force W. And next, horizontal forces on this, horizontal forces T2 cos theta, oh I'm sorry, T2 sin theta, no, this is T1 and cos theta and T2 cos theta. Okay, and other side T1 sin theta here, sin theta. T1 T2 gets cancelled because acceleration is 0, so T1 is equal to T2, as like the previous video we saw, T1 is equal to T2, W is equal to 2t cos theta, W is equal to 2t cos theta. Let's try to simplify this section further. Okay, let's draw the diagram. Diagram of section. Here is an angle theta and opposite side L by 2, and here is x, here square root of L square by 4 plus x square. So we consider theta is very small. If theta is very small, we can write this cos theta is equal to, we can write x is, okay, theta is very small or x is very small. So instead of theta, x is very small, very small. So cos theta is equal to, what will be the value? X by square root of L square by 4 plus x square. So in the denominator, you can compare with the L, x is neglected. Cos theta is equal to x by L by 2, 2x by L I can write. This is the cos theta. Okay, cos theta value we got. Note on every step what we are doing. Let's see our part. T is equal to W by 2. What cos theta value is? 2x by L. I can write this one as, so I assume the x, right? Cos theta is equal to So if it goes to other side, 2 by x, and 2 becomes 4. Okay, let's try to confuse you again. W is equal to 2 into t into cos theta is equal to x by L. So t is equal to W into L by 4 into x. This is the t value. We got the t value here, and then what we are supposed to do next? So after this tension we got, let's calculate elongation. Elixir modulus is given. Okay, so I'm trying to move to a little bit aside because I'm not getting space. We'll try to do in this section, continue the other part. Okay, so we got a tension. Elongation is equal to F into L by A into Y. Elongation is nothing but final length minus initial length. Final length minus initial length is equal to F is nothing but tension T into L, initial original length, L by A into area cross section into Young's modulus Y. Okay, tension we got already, W into L square by A 4x Y. So LF minus LI, this one we have to find. LF, final length is equal to, we already calculated, it is equal to square root of L square by 4 plus x square minus LF minus LI initial length is equal to L by 2. For only one section I am doing. Okay, half of the section I am doing. If we simplify, square root of, I can take out the common factor as L by 2 if I take it as a common factor from this. So the entire thing becomes square root of 1 plus x by L by 2 square minus 1. L by 2 I took as a common factor. So let's simplify this part again. L by 2, see x is a small value, so it will become 1 plus 2x by L. 2x by L. So where 2x by L is very small compared to 1. Okay, if the expressions for I'm going to write in the next page, so note down up to here. Okay, 1 plus 2x whole square minus 1. So we are going to do it. Okay, let me create first from some page. Okay, so let's continue the other part. 2x minus L, if it is in this case, so L by 2 into the formula which I am supposed to explain you, 1 plus x whole power n is equal to, so 1 plus, the formula will be n into x power 1 by n, something kind of, this kind of expression we'll get. So here we will get 1 plus 2x by L whole square power 1 by 2 is equal to, okay, it is equal to, so this is 1 plus x power, okay, x square, you can write it as e2x by L is x whole square. I am just comparing, okay, instead of x consider it as a 1 plus a whole power, some denominator is given, rational number is given, it becomes 1 plus, what is the value here, 1 by 2 into x value, x is equal to 2x by L whole square. Okay, let me write clearly, 1 plus a whole power 1 by n, if it is given like this, 1 plus 1 by n into a, instead of a here we have 2x by L whole square. This a should be less than 1, understand, it is equal to, so whole power, what is the value, 1 by 2 we got, 1 plus, instead of n we got 1 by 2, a is equal to 2x by L whole square. Okay, let's simplify, I am erasing everything. Okay, see this expression, I am going to write here, L by 2 into 1 plus 2x square by L square, because 2 and square gets cancelled, minus 1 is equal to, other side what is the value? So LF minus LI is equal to, this is the value, weight W L square by 4 A y into x. So L square and 2 is remaining, 1 minus 1. So 2x square by L square is equal to W L by 2 A y into x. And actual question what they asked us to find the depression. Depression is nothing but x. So to get the depression, so get the x value, see x to other side, x to other side, x cube is equal to WL cube by 4 AY. So x is equal to W, I can write this one, L into W by 4 AY whole power 1 by 3. This is the value of depression. Okay. The strain, if they ask, strain is equal to, get the value, final position minus final length minus initial length by initial length. Get the value of that. Next we are going to see another problem. Two opposite forces F1 and F2. F1 is 120, F2 is 80, act on a elastic plank of modulus of elasticity y is equal to 2 into 10 power 11, and length is 1 meter, placed over smooth horizontal surface on cross sectional area S is equal to 5.5 meter square. The change in length of the plank, see, if they are given two different forces, what you are supposed to do, we are just, I am drawing this diagram again. So the section F1, other section is F2. This is a very important model. F1 is greater than F2. Let's assume it has a mass. Assume that this rod has a mass. Okay, it has mass is not equal to 0, it has mass. Okay, if F1 is equal to 0, first of all take at any position the distance x from it. At a distance x, small mass dm and small length dx, elongation in small length is d. First of all, our task is to get the force at this position. Okay, what will be the acceleration of entire block mass m? You consider net force is equal to F1 minus F2, and A is equal to F1 minus F2 by m. This is the acceleration. Okay, now if you consider a small section, there it goes with the acceleration A. You have to find the force at that position. Okay, so to get the force, draw from, so listen carefully, from here to here you draw the diagram. So reactive force, it acts in the opposite direction and other direction. Okay. What is the mass up to x? mx. We got acceleration A is equal to F1 minus F2 by m, and here is a force F1. Here is a force at the particular section. I am considering it as T, tension at that region, and mx. So F1 minus T is equal to mx into A. How to get mx? Mx is mass per m by L is equal to mx by x. So mx is equal to x into m by L. I am replacing it, I am erasing this part. Okay, m by L into x into A, F1 minus T. So what is the A value? A is equal to F1 minus F2 by m. So F1 minus m by L into x into A is nothing but F1 minus F2 by m is equal to tension. M gets cancelled, and see carefully. So F1 minus x into F1 minus F2 by 2. So we can simplify this section is equal to tension. We got the tension value. How to get the elongation in the small section? So if I draw small section, this is the length dx, because of length D, elongation length, here is a tension T acting in the right direction. Elongation DE is equal to T into L dx by A into Y. So DE is equal to, T is nothing but T F1 minus X into F1 minus F2 by 2 into dx over 2 A into Y. So integration on the both sides, integration limits from where to where? 0 to length L, 0 to elongation E. Okay, simplify this part. F1 dx is equal to F1 into X, limits from 0 to L, minus F1 minus F2 by 2. So there is other section which can be common factor 1 by 2AY. Okay, so X into X dx integration, X square by 2, so 0 to L integrations. Substitute the limits, get the value of elongation. So don't make it to do everything. Substitute the limits and subtract, and you will get the answer how much elongation it will be. This is a very important model. Let's go to the other question. Okay, see this, a mass, a weight, variable. This is a model regarding variable area. Variable area. So almost all models we are covering. Listen attentively. So this is the one last part we are going to see. This variable area without mass. This is a section. This is a rod. This is a massless rod. It doesn't have mass, but it is hanged with a weight W Newton, and it is like a circular cross section from the top. If you see, circular cross section at the top and the bottom also, it is a circular cross section. But area of this cross section is not constant. Area is varying. Find the elongation in the rod. The height h is given. From here to here the values, radiuses are given. Upper half radius is A. If you draw middle, from middle to middle right line, so from here to here is B, and from here to here is A. So now the question is, find the elongation in the rod. To get the elongation, consider a small section. This is our basic common sense, to consider a small section. And how much force? Because it is massless, if it doesn't have mass, how much is the tension here? T is equal to W. So same tension will be carried throughout. In the previous cases, rod has mass but area is constant. In this case, area is variable, it doesn't have mass. So T is equal to W. In the small section dx, elongation is assumed to be D. So now the integral dE is equal to F into dx by A into Y. Okay, what is the force? Force is nothing but tension. Tension is nothing but W. W into dx by area. What is the area? Now we have to find the area value. Okay, in this section, how the area will be? Is it like a square? Huh? If you think it's a square, you are a fool number one. It is like a, it is like a, think it is like a disc. Okay, so from, what is the radius of this? I am considering it as Y. Okay, area is equal to, but it's not constant. Y is varying from there to top. Area is equal to pi into y square into y. Acha, so how to calculate y? So the complications are involved here. Let's see clearly. So from the other end, if you see the other end, the radius of the section is, I'm deleting everything, erasing this part to make you understand clearly. So if you draw the diagram, here is a line. From here to here is the radius A. Okay, from, if you draw a straight line from top to this bottom place, I can write this one as, the length here is A. It will be A from here to here. I need to find the remaining height. Okay, how to get this? Assume an angle theta here. Okay, I assume at a distance x rate, I should consider first x distance. At a distance x, a small length dx. Okay, I am drawing this only this section. Only this section. See clearly. Vertically downwards, and the other space is given, and it is coming downwards. Okay, a small length area we got A. Okay, from here to here the height is what? X, and from top to bottom the height is H, and here is how much is the length here? See here, radius from here to, from middle to top, middle to end, the radius is B, and from here to the other end radius is A. So from here to here the radius is A. What will be the remaining section? It will be B minus A. I am writing this B minus A. So tan theta in the both cases still like similar triangles. Tan theta is equal to same in the both cases, B minus A by how much is the height? So from here to here, so from top to bottom height is H. Tan theta is equal to B minus A by H. This is equal to, I am considering small y is equal to A plus pi A y square I wrote, na? Okay, fine. So A into L I am writing. So L is equal to, so L by X. L is equal to B minus A by H into X. So question becomes little complicated. Pi y square W into dx. Then the area is equal to what? Pi into y square. Y is nothing but here how much? A plus L. Radius is nothing but A plus L. Radius is equal to A plus L whole square. Okay, now substitute the values here. Pi into A plus L is nothing but B minus A by H into X whole square y dx. This is a dE value. Okay, dE value. Integrations from where to where? 0 to H. Sorry, denomination 0 to E and 0 to how much is the height? H. So we are converting W by pi y is a common factor. So A plus X whole power minus 1 minus 2. So if you do integrations, it will be minus of 1 by A plus B minus A by H into X, and if you, and one more thing will be there, and it's divided with B minus A by H. Okay, the limits are varying from, I think you would not understand this part, I will explain again. I am doing integrations. A plus, I am writing as this as a M. B minus A by H I am writing as M. So dx by A plus M into X whole square. If do integrations, A plus X integration becomes minus 1 minus n, A plus M into X power minus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. Okay, it will be minus 1, and there will be M term also. So we should not neglect the M term, and division should be with M. This is the integration rule, and yeah, if you do integration rule you will get this part. Now let's substitute these values. W by pi into y, integrations we got A plus, okay, instead of numerator I am writing M also I can take it outside, 1 plus A plus minus will be there, minus 1 plus M into X. Limits are varying from 0 to L. Upper limit is minus n is there, minus w by 5 upper limit is 1 by a plus m into L minus 1 by a. Okay, it becomes 1 by a plus minus. This is the elongation. These are some typical examples on Young's modulus. We have a few more examples to solve, and I think this is sufficient for this video.